God delights in the prosperity of saints. Thou delight in the
word of God
has already praying. No. I was talking with somebody. And suddenly a star from God's presence, a very big star, fell. While I was looking at that star, I discovered that the star became a human being in front of my office. A very big star fell and became a human being and was looking at me between 12 and 1. And told me something I'm about to tell you. Now I saw that that star is the king of all the stars, and I saw that that star is God. Yes. And I also saw that that star is a man in God. A man in God. And that star is also, because it's also a star, it's a form of light. If you are a human being and you love honor, you must hear me now. You love glory or you are alive, you must listen to me now. There is nothing that God treasures more than light. Of brightness. There are Kennedy, you're going to call what I'm sharing. God will incarnate light to win the last battles. God will incarnate light to win the last battle. When God wants to win an eternal battle, when you want to win an everlasting battle, there is something I want you to know, that when you see it in people, you turn your eyes away. When you see a young man that doesn't have desire for knowledge, Everything is over. You saw a young man or a young lady. This young lady does not have light, does not have desire to learn anything. It doesn't listen. It doesn't. Everything is over. Don't believe every other thing he can be outside light. That is, if you are great, favor you by telling you, going to the mountain to fast and pray can give you power, cannot keep the devil down. It's a human activity. Very important. It is very important. But it is human. And I would like you to listen. It doesn't have a price tag. That means it doesn't have price. What I mean by anybody can fast and pray and get results from it. Now, but the day you want to touch light, God will tell you the price. Now, telling us the price of light, it is a sign that some people will never have it. Let me tell you what happened. From primary school. In fact, not even from if I tell you this, you will not believe so. You will not believe what I'm about to tell you. When we are in primary school, some people couldn't get to primary 6. They couldn't. Some of them couldn't get to primary 4. They stopped in 3. Excuse me. We didn't care anymore. Those of us who continued to 4, 6, primary 6, didn't care anymore where those ones dropped. Who dropped in 4 went. We didn't meet again. No, we didn't meet. That's how painful it is. I said we didn't meet again. When we finished secondary school, when we finished primary school 6 and left and entered into primary school, some people, for 2 reasons, couldn't go to secondary school. Number 1, some people didn't have anybody to train them, which is the wickedness of darkness. Because wherever there is poverty, there is darkness first. And there is lack of understanding. So they couldn't come into secondary school. Because some couldn't pass common entrance. Some others didn't have anybody to train them. Didn't have. So for any reason they dropped. We got into secondary school. Now when we came out, some few of us continued in the university. And some stopped at secondary school. Listen, those of us who continue to either study engineering, science, pharmacy, medicine, we anytime we connect to those who stop in secondary school, they felt inferior. No, we are not even meeting. I say we are not meeting. I don't have to borrow somebody to knot my tie. You don't learn how to knot tie in the shop. No, you don't learn knotting tie in the shop. This is British. Yes. Now, you learn to knot tie where in the elite class. Now, that is how God is. I am going to continue to open your eyes until you become great. Listen, nothing, don't believe in luck. Nothing can happen by itself. In the night, I'm going to sing that Jesus is the winning Messiah. It's on my table. Beautiful lyrics. Classic. Sing the chorus of it. I said, no, let me allow it tonight. Now, there is something I want you to hold all the days of your life. Don't look for any blessing that is not found in light. It will not be tangible. That is not found, it will not be. No, it's a perishable blessing. Any blessing that is not found in light is a perishable blessing. Don't envy a man that is claiming to be rich and he doesn't have light. In other words, it doesn't have value. Anybody that parts way from the path of light starts sinking. It is because God have to put light in people. God have to do what? To be part of them. So if there is no light in people, God cannot be part of them. And if you look up, I'm going to bless you with a great blessing. I'm going to bless you with something that nobody have told you. Should I go on with something? Now, it is not possible for somebody who doesn't have light to claim that he has God. Because God cannot be introduced without light. Now, when people hate reading, hate seeking light, it is because their heart is filled with the devil. Not even the devil wants them. Their heart is filled with nothing. Excuse me. It is wrong to wish an enlightened man evil, or to say that somebody who is filled with light shall be poor. It's not possible. There is God. We incarnate light to win the last battle. There is something I want you to know. When that star turned to God and told me something, I want to say it to you before you sit down. All great lights are life givers. All. I said all great, all great lights are life givers. Because there is life in light. One of the ways to know that somebody really has life is that that person will love light. The two great lights are life-giving lights. When Jesus came as the light of the world, he also came as a giver of life. So wherever light shines, there will be life. Because life and light cannot be separated. I want to, if you look up, I'll give you this gift. Huh? All gods, Gods, small God, that is the only people, they have to represent Yahweh. It is only one chance, there's no two chances. Is to acquire the light of Yahweh. And please get it this way. Yahweh sells his light according to favor. I don't know what I said. I said Yahweh. Huh? He sells his light according to favor. As a matter of fact, some people don't have chance to buy. They can't buy. You see, because you have to qualify to buy. And it is Yahweh that qualifies people. So it is not desiring to buy that matters. It is Yahweh that says light. And it is Yahweh that determines who buys. Have you experienced darkness? The day used to be as dark as the night. Maybe it was night. When God created darkness, darkness was everywhere. It was, what happened is that the sun divided the day from the night. Oh, you don't know? That time it is 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning was dark also. 4 in the morning is as dark as 12. 6 o'clock in the morning used to be as dark as 1. 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. used to be as dark as 12. Even 11, 12 used to be as dark. 12 noon used to be as dark as 12 midnight. It was the sun that came upon 4 a.m. and the sun didn't attack darkness. Everybody is suffering in the family. It's not suffering. It's not suffering that everybody is suffering. It's just that everybody doesn't have value. It is not that darkness is too much. It's that people does not have light to extinguish it. And it is darkness on earth. The light of God has to be the light of man. If darkness must go. But men should pay. But also, it is God that chooses who pays. Like when John came, John the Baptist, he didn't have light to conquer death. He didn't have light to conquer death, but he was a holy man. Not just holiness, he was highly consecrated. He was into self-denial. All these things that pastors preach, John had all of them to a high level. But every other thing about eating locusts, every other thing about wearing animal skin, every other thing about no, they can't tempt the devil. Holiness cannot tempt the devil now. Devil is already a god. He's already a god. That means he exists in the firmament as entities of supremacy. Cannot reign in the firmament. I don't. Is somebody hearing me? No, it can't reign. Holiness cannot reign in the firmament. In fact, nobody buys a portion, a space in the firmament through anything he's living, anywhere he's living. Nobody buys a space. The space is meant for luminary bodies. George, sit down. Thank you. Kennedy, I'm going to come now. The souls of men are made valuable. By the brightness of their lights. Thank you. Please listen to this. Anytime God wants to bless men, the first thing, or give men destiny, the first thing God considers is the value of souls. The value of a soul. But in the brightness of that soul. Everything Jesus is, everything Jesus accomplished, all the battle Jesus won. In 3 John 2,